content. Hey y'all, welcome back to another fresh episode of Big Wild Hacking Troubleshooting Edition. Yeah, that's right. So we've wrapped up the basics of Wireshark, which would be color rules, configuration profiles, marking packets, saving and opening packets, filters, display filters, Berkeley packet filter syntax, and I'm gonna jump into some advanced topics. It's going to be endpoints and network conversations. Information must be flowing from one device to another device, and these devices in Wireshark are called endpoints. Okay, so let's look at how to view endpoints from network conversations in Wireshark. So I have Wireshark opened up here. I'm going to go and open up a previous packet capture that I saved. It's the interesting capture from the previous video. Let's say we wanted to view these endpoints. We go up here to the statistics, endpoints. And here is the endpoint dialog box in Wireshark. We got Ethernet endpoints, IPv4, IPv6, TCP, and UDP endpoints. Endpoints can be source or destination IP addresses and MAC addresses. So when there's network traffic communicating between two devices, like so let's say on my computer I go to google.com. My computer represents one endpoint and google.com server represents another endpoint, and that would be conversation A. Okay, so these tabs up here in the Wireshark endpoints for this capture: Ethernet, IPv4, 6, TCP, UDP. So Wireshark organizes the endpoints by protocol: Ethernet, IPv, TCP, UDP. To display endpoints for only one of these protocols, just click the tab. So let's click TCP. So here's just the TCP packets from the capture, the TCP endpoints for the capture. Also, you can filter the list for specific types of protocols. Like right here, you can see that it has Ethernet, IPv4, IPv6, TCP, and UDP. Let's add HTTPS. Let's add IEEE 802.11. See how it comes up here? And there is no packets for. There was no packets for that, but you can see it created an IEEE 802.11 tab up here for the endpoints. If you would like to view endpoints by name resolution, you can over here on the left, you can click name resolution, and it will change it to name resolution. We'll add that on there, and it seems to only have changed that. Oh, there we go, name resolution, and the Ethernet is the only one that's has name resolution. You could add a display filter. So let's say UDP, then we're going to use the operator or TCP. And then we do that, and then we go back up to statistics, endpoints, limit to display filter. See how it's checked? And then we can check that limit to display filter. So it only shows, it uses the display filter. And then you see how I added the filter to the toolbar right here? Let's add a DNS filter. We'll name that DNS. See in the top right next to the bar, I have two filters, DNS and TCP or UDP. Another neat little feature of the endpoints dialog box of the endpoints filter is you can, let's say, click IPv4 and see this endpoint. You can right click, apply as filter, select it, and it will filter out all the packets. It filters out all the packets associated with that endpoint. Then up here it shows the BPF expression. Up here it shows the BPF expression in the filter bar. You can also colorize. So you can colorize the selected, and here's the color rules. Just like how we used the color rules in the display filter, you can do that with endpoints too. And then when you want to remove that filter, you just go up here to the bar, remove the BPF expression, and then hit enter, and it returns it back to the normal capture. Okay, so that's how to view the endpoints. So let's talk about the conversations. We'll click statistics and go to conversations. And this is very similar to the endpoints tab. Just like the endpoints dialog box, the conversations are organized by protocol with these tabs up here. And then you can add new protocols by clicking them down here or typing it right here. And you can also limit to display filter. You can do the name resolution, and then also you can right click it and apply filters and coloring, just like with the endpoints dialog box. Okay, so endpoints and conversations are good to identify the top talkers in the packet. So let's take a look at the endpoints. We'll go to IPv6, and right here we have, these are IPv6 addresses. The one that talks the most is listed at the top with 58 packets, 19 kilobytes. And so if we go to, let's go to IPv4, the top talker is this first one up here with 7 packets, 3 kilobytes. So now what you can do is you can query that IP address. So let's open up a search window, and then right here we can put that number, which is 2346228, 2346228, 178, and this is how you query IPs, IPv4. Quick info DNS, and this IP address is owned by Akame Technologies, and that's how you query IP addresses. You can do that with IPv6 too, but this site will tell you who owns what IP address. Okay, guys, that's going to wrap it up for today, but stay tuned for the next one because we're going to be talking about protocol hierarchy statistics. So stay tuned. Explicit content.